Good evening. My name is Bernadette Lee. I'm with KPEL here in Lafayette and pleased to be your MC tonight for the roast. To all of you who are KPEL news junkies and Moon fans, and even when nobody wanted to listen, we knew we had something good. We just had to get the people to listen to it. So I appreciate all of you this evening as well. We want to remind everyone that we are here tonight helping us coordinate this. Our sales manager, Frank Malambry, had this crazy idea. He said, you know what we ought to do? We ought to roast Moon Griffon. At which point, we all burst out laughing and we're like, how quickly can we get this done? Notice the lovely sticker. It says, yes, I know. Oh, God. Y'all all shut. Oh, pray now. I'm with Pretty Boy. Okay, Pretty Boy, before you even come in, up here, I want you to stand up. Now, Moon, what about his hair? It's pretty. He's got pretty hair. Now, Moon calls you Pretty Boy. So I just thought it might be a little bit appropriate if you just give us a little sachet right around there at the table. Because we want to see the Pretty Boy in all its form. I wish I had music. All right, so you know, Moon has a nickname pretty much for everybody, and y'all are lucky because he will actually say y'all's nicknames on the air. The other ones the FCC said absolutely not. So my sticker says, I'm with Pretty Boy, so y'all make Pretty Boy feel welcome. His name is State Senator Troy Hebert. Come on up.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. I don't know where Moon come up with this Pretty Boy stuff, but I kind of like it, Moon. I'm going to be honest with you. I got a good ring to it, Pretty Boy Troy. I appreciate that. Miss Griffon, let me first begin by offering my apologies to you right now. I want to tell you, I know you didn't raise him that way, and that you have a place in heaven. I'm going to ask you to forgive me for everything I'm fixing to say about your son that you love. Because you know a mama's boy can't do nothing wrong. But tonight he is. You know, I want to tell y'all something. It's hard to follow the act that we had before. I mean, so many great people, and they said so many stories about him, so I'm not going to try to be redundant, but I'm going to say a few things. You know, a lot of people always come up to me and say, you know, Troy, man, what does Moon have against you? He's on you every day, day in and day out, like the president said. What's going on? I said, well, but I'm going to tell y'all a little story. See, I knew Moon before he was Moon. I knew when he was just Blaine Griffon. He and I are the same age. Went way back to school days together. I'm going to do like Paul Harvey. I'm going to tell you the rest of the story tonight. Moon won't tell his listeners why he not only calls me Pretty Boy, but why he dislikes me so much after all these years. Fact is, I stole his girlfriend in school. But wait a minute, don't be too hard on me, because the truth is I only stole it for the weekend. And to think that he's still mad at me that much after all these years, I don't understand it, because the truth of the matter is I brought her back better than I took her, I promise you that. When I dropped off at her apartment on Sunday, she was smiling a lot more than I picked her up on Friday. You need to forgive me, Moon. You got to get over all that stuff, man. And you got to get you some of that good hairspray I got. You're looking a little flat tonight there, Moon. I'm going to get my girl to give you some of that good stuff. That's some Italian stuff, $50 a bottle. Nick Gotro told me about it, but Micho is the one bought it for me. Talked about old Poogie Moti. Now look, that's, man, I tell you what, I wish we could dig up some of those tapes, but I'm going to tell you what, Moon reminds me more of an old guy from old Slick Nick's district, Cousin Dudley LeBlanc. How many of y'all here remember Cousin Dud? like. In fact, that's what I'd like the name I'd like to give him. If anything, I'd like to call him Kuzan Moon from now on because he reminds me so much of Kuzan Dud. Now, those of you who remember Kuzan Dud, remember what he did. He was a master salesman, okay, and he sold what he called Hattie Call. And old Kuzan went all around the state, kind of like Moon is on the radio, and he went around and he sold a product that was supposed to cure everything. It was the answer to everything. It was going to fix everything. Kind of like Moon has the answer to everything, he'll fix everything. Old Hattie Call, that's what he was. He was going to fix everything. But as the population got a little smarter, they recognized and they realized that Hattie Call was nothing but a bunch of alcohol. And it did cure a lot of things when you were drinking. It's just when you woke up the next day and found out what was really happening is when the fun stopped. Well, old Moon and Nick Gotro messed it up. So goddamn bad. I don't know if I can save it, but he talked about the Kool-Aid. And I tease Moon about the Kool-Aid maker because instead of selling Halicol, he sells Kool-Aid every day. And the reason he sells Kool-Aid is Kool-Aid's been around before us, is going to be here after us. Kool-Aid is 90% water and 10% sugar. And that's what Moon is. He's about 10% sugar. He's going to take a little bit of that truth and he's going to put the other 90% in there and stretch that song going out for 2 hours every day. If you listen to the first 10 minutes, it's the truth. It's the other hour and the 50 minutes that's a lie. And so, I see y'all laughing. Some of y'all got some red around y'all mouth from drinking Kool-Aid every day in here. Something tells me, now look, I got my good people from Generate. If you're from Generate, raise your hand if you're from Generate. I got a good Generate section. That's 75% of the people from Generate right there. I want to thank y'all for coming. But I'm going to tell y'all a lot of Kool-Aid drinkers in here. And I'm going to tell you who my date is tonight. And stand up, Mr. Tozan. This is my date tonight. Now look, that's an Iranian-looking terrorist right there. But I figure when I finish this speech, I'm going to need him to get home. But I'm man enough to bring a man over here because Moon Griffon called me a lot of things, but queer ain't never been one of them. So I can bring my friend with me. The truth is, y'all look around, now ladies, those of you around in here with the pretty boy, raise your hand with the pretty boy stickers in here, okay? Only one of them could sit in that seat, Moon. I couldn't pick and choose between all of them. So, but let me just tell y'all this, and this is why Moon and I always disagree, and I talk about how he sells Kool-Aid every day. It's because he lies. Now, I could tell you that he was fibbing and all that, but we're not going to be politically correct. He just outright lies. I'm going to give you an example. You're going to say, well, hey, man, you're being too hard on him. Well, I'm going to prove to you tonight he does lie. Moon got on his show one time, got on the air, started ranting and raving about Pretty Boy, said, Pretty Boy, he likes the women. That's a lie. I love the women, Moon. And if you don't, ladies, y'all come on up here. Y'all come on up here. I'm going to show y'all I'm not lying like Moon is. Give that can of hairspray to Mr. Moon Griffon for me, please. Don't give him the mirror. Keep that mirror. I need the mirror. Now, if you don't believe he lied about that, the next thing he gets on the show and he says, you know what? Yeah, that old pretty boy, he just loves them blondes. He's partial to blondes. That's a lie. I love the brunettes and the redheads, too. And those of you who don't know me, I kind of favor them silver-haired ladies, too. Especially the Republicans with them long Mercedes that they drive. And them big diamonds as big as marbles. I like that a lot too, Moon. So you need to stop lying about me. But I want to thank you because I only knew 2 of those women before you. The other 5 got my phone number from Moon when he gets on there and said, you got to call Pretty Boy and tell him to stop voting for this and start voting for that. I had 5 of them call me, Moon. I appreciate that. You know, I'm going to tell you, I love this wiener roast you got going on right here. I think we roasted one of the most eligible wieners in all of Louisiana. Slick Nick wanted me to call you Oscar Mayer. I wouldn't do that to Oscar Mayer. Even though y'all have something in common, you know, Oscar Mayer always brags on TV. They 100% a bull, and you 100% full of crap. If you don't speak French, ask the person right next to you. I tell you this, you know, me and Micho touched upon this, and I tell you what. No, that's not a girl. Hold on a second. Hello. Governor Edwards. Yeah, Candy's doing fine. You gotta forgive me, Miss Griffon. You gotta forgive me. Because I know Edwin won't. Governor? Yeah, Governor, I know you heard it on the radio too. I'm over here with Moon Griffon. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Yep. You serious? You gonna be getting out. George Bush is gonna let you out. Huh? You're not gonna have Moon helping you with that, I hope. No, Governor, come on now. You sure you can do that? I don't think nobody's ever run for a 5th term, Governor. You really want me to ask you? Hold on. Governor Edwards wants to know, he wants to run for a 5th term, and he wants to know if you can support his opponent so he can make it. All right, Candy said hi. You have a good night. Well, what you do to raise money for a good cause, I tell you what. Anyway, I tell you, Mike Micho hit on it, you know, and that's one thing about Moon. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I owe a great deal of gratitude to Moon Griffon. When I was running for the Senate, I ran against big money. I had an opponent that spent $750,000 to beat me. He paid half of it to Moon. Why are you still doing a radio show? I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you, things were looking bad. And you can ask my people from General. Ask them over there. I was losing. And then some big divine individual got involved, named Moon Griffon. And he endorsed my opponent. It cost him $10,000 for the first endorsement, and it was $10,000 a week after that. Moon only wished he'd have got to him earlier. But I was losing, and then Moon came along, and you helped me, Moon, and I appreciate that. But the story I want to share with you is a true story. They took the Test News. I represent Iberia and St. Martin Parish. And they got a little newspaper in St. Martin Parish. The only newspaper there is the Test News. Now, you know, we got our St. Martinville gang. Raise your hand over there, St. Martin Parish over there, all right? We have our parish president, God Cormier, over there. So anyway, the newspaper over there, somebody on my opponent's side took a full-page ad. And what the whole ad was about Moon Griffon. Moon said this about Pretty Boy. Moon said that. I mean, it was a whole long thing. Man, this is pretty serious. Full-page ad. That's pretty serious. So God Cormier has a son, Micah. Micah's here with us tonight. He's a political genius. He's a young guy, and you're going to hear a lot more about Micah Cormier one day. So I called him. I said, Micah, I said, man, what does this mean? I mean, what are the people in St. Martin Parish going to think? Without a lick, he said, you know what they saying today? They saying, who in the hell is Moon Griffon? This is St. Martin Parish, Moon. They don't even have radios over there. And you ain't good looking enough to be on TV. You and I ought to get together. With my TV and your radio, we do all right. So anyway, Moon went along, and I'm going to tell you this right now, and I'm going to wrap it up, but I'm going to tell you this. If you don't believe that Moon doesn't cause somebody else to win, you take over Bobby Jim. Poor Bobby. It took Bobby 2 tries and $15 million to become governor. Because Moon was wrapped so tight around Bobby Jindal, all you can see is his boots. Then the genius this guy is, Bobby Jindal finally wins, and he wants to put his boot up Jindal's butt now and kick him out. something. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to end with this because I think this is very important. Moon, I want to thank, I said this on V's show, and Ken show, I want to say this. I want to thank you because you give me more notoriety and more name recognition. And I got something for you tonight to appreciate. I want to present a check to blame Cousin Moon Griffon for $1 million for all of the name recognition and the publicity that he's given me. So Moon, come on up here. I want to give you the check right here. But Moon, don't get too cocky with that because I gave the Queen Bee $5 million after she made me famous the first time.
I can't wait to hear Moon's show tomorrow. Moon, we are going to let you come up here, but I would like to remind you, I do wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so you got 2 minutes. Okay, you have more than 2 minutes, but ladies and gentlemen, in his own turn at rebuttal, Mr. Moon Griffon.
If I wasn't married, I'd team up with Troy Hebert. I'd have a hell of a time. I'm telling you, look, it's funny. It's amazing. All these people showed up. I only got 22 listeners in Acadiana. Y'all must love the politicians in Lafayette. By the way, where's my hair lady? Troy, I was born at Troy. I hope she didn't even come help you. You told her she couldn't come? Can't get good help? I'm married anyway, sugar. Stay right where you at. Now, my good friend Troy. I knew Troy was entertaining. And I knew he was entertaining. Any man that would brag that pretty boy is a good name, that son of a gun got to be able to laugh and be entertaining. Man, my friend Lyle Miller said, man, don't call that man that. I said, why? He said, it's personal. I said, I know. And you know what the difference between Sarah Palin and Troy Hebert is? And by the way, I know you like to meet her with you. Tell the truth. Yeah, I love about Troy. Troy, when it comes to women, he don't lie. The difference between Sarah Palin and Troy Hebert, Sarah Palin can field dress a moose. Troy wears moose in his hair.